The following is a video on how to create some basic assemblies in the IntelliBid database. Now there's a lot of power to the IntelliBid database in terms of the assemblies, a lot of formulas, a lot of custom formulas that you can create, but without having to do that or take the time to learn that portion of it, if you don't have the need for complex or detailed assemblies, watch the video. You'll be able to create some standard assemblies. Now, there's a couple of videos to watch on database maintenance part 1, 2, and 3 that get us to this point where there's a custom library, custom catalog, and I could actually go in and create a custom assembly list in this example, but for the demonstration here, I'm going to actually go up to the device flush and add it to somewhere within an existing library in the Connect database. So I choose the device flush, and then I'm going to actually create my own catalog within this library. Select the append, or hit the plus icon here, the append new catalog. My custom devices. And I'm actually going to, with the arrows, I'm going to go upwards and move my catalog upward anywhere in the list. I'm actually going to put it almost to the very top, or actually in the top, but right underneath the receptacle name here. Close it down. I have now a new catalog in the existing Connect device flush library, and I'm going to add an assembly list. I just call it standard receptacle. Turn on the assembly list to open up this list. There isn't anything in here right now. I'm going to create my first assembly, selecting the append title. Also simple here for the demonstration. Standard 15-amp duplex receptacle. Now I'm going to just take some time here to add some devices or actual items. I'm going to add a 15-amp duplex spec RAID. And then I'm going to grab a stainless steel device plate. One gang receptacle, duplex. Add that to the list. And I'm just going to add the items. I'm not worrying about the quantities or ratio of items at this point. Back to Explorer. I'm going to grab a 4-inch square deep box, 1.5 inch here. Practice doesn't make perfect. I could add some box fasteners, caddy fasteners, and so forth. I'm just going to add the main components in here right now. I'm going to grab some ENT 3/4 inch. Add that to the list. Go back to Explorer, add some fittings now, some clips, couplings, connectors, steel set screw in this case. I'm going to go to the couplings. Inch. Back to Explorer, grab some connectors. Three-quarter inch. About floor, grab some clips, and then grab some wire as well. I'm just going to grab some one-hole clips. Add that to the list and then grab some wire. HHN, number 12 stranded. Add that, and then I'm just going to scroll and grab some green. And add that. Now, once I've got the items added, I want you to take note that there's this F column and multiplier. F is for the formula. It's prompting for F0 right now. It's a quantity, and everything can be is defaulted for quantity. The multiplier, basically, for every one of these receptacle assemblies that I count, or how many of these components do I want included. So you just go down the list here and ask yourself, for every one of these counted, how many receptacles. I want one receptacle, one stainless plate, one box. I'm going to use 15 feet of conduit, one coupling, two connectors, three straps. Now I'm going to use 17 feet of wire with a foot at each end per conductor. So phase neutral would be 34 feet, and the ground would be 17 feet. And right now I've just created my my first assembly that I can use permanently in the database. Now I'm going to close this plus and minus down to get rid of the minutia. Highlight in this column right here and right click and copy. And I can paste the assembly, paste the pen, and I have now duplicated my assembly. There's a simple option here to save some time in not recreating everything and the multipliers and that. I just want to create a 20 amp duplex receptacle. So in this case, I'm going to go to the duplex receptacle here, 15 amp, right click, and replace item. Now you have a left side to find, which is that's the item that we're wanting to replace is the 15 amp. On the right is the replacement. We're going to go to the database here by selecting this first row option and go down to the devices, receptacles, and scroll down a little bit to 20 amp spec grade. And hit OK. And you want to match each one of these rows, one for one, formula, multiplier, and so forth. So we're just going to put in here F0. And then some options here, perform and replace in this. Perform as a replace, that's what we want. We can do an add or delete within the database. We're going to stick with just the option to replace here. And replace in just this assembly only, this entire assembly list, the catalog, the entire catalog, the entire library, or the entire database. You need to be extremely careful. I would not recommend doing that very often at all. It would be kind of an extreme case to do that, but it's an option if something was all over your database. Now I'm just going to go to the assembly only and replace. One item assembly record's been replaced. In fact, now there's my 20 amp duplex receptacle. So quickly, I have two duplex receptacles.